Both of the portable scales on this rear tandem axle arrangement is maxed out as far as the weight that the scales allow us to weigh. Sir, could you go back to give the officers some information there, please?
I need to get as many loads as I can, but yet I got to be safe about it, be as safe about it as I can, to not get hurt or hurt some innocent person on the road.
Major funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
We're all outlaw truckers. I don't know of not one, that don't break the law on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. Yeah, and most of us on every load basis.
They're paid by the ton, and if they haul more weight, they get paid more.
They have got the haul rates so cheap that you have to haul illegally in order to survive.
As long as a man makes some clear money, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Go ahead there, Cheese, my favorite trucker.
This is Herb Adams. He says, drive fast. I know the road.
You're trucking it out of Kentucky, ain't you?
That's all I know is all that gold. I'm a movie star. I got my filming man in here now. I ain't got time to talk to you, just regular old trucker, Cheese.
You ain't got so important you can't talk to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you. I need to get you in here and tell this fella that's filming me how this trucking really is. It's a gold mine, ain't it, Cheese?
If it got any better, by God, I'd be in retirement.
That's what he wanted to hear. See you, Cheese. And when you get that 475 to pumping, you won't have no trouble catching this small block of mine.
Listen to that sound of that purring cat. That was a Cummins. That's a Cummins.
How did you learn all that?
The hard way.
This is Kim Greer. She and her husband own a trucking company. Kim says coal hauling breeds pure chaos.
Lessons learned in life always are best learned the hard way.
I started with one, just like everybody else, and somehow I got the idea that two'd be better.
This is Kim's husband, Carl. He's looking for the clear money.
And then when I got two, I thought three would be better. Then I went on up and I thought four would be better. And it's all about the same ball game.
This is me. I'm just trying to keep it between the ditches. And I want to know what it takes to haul that coal.
first old truck I bought, when I picked it up out of an old junkyard, had one door on it, an old International. And I just kind of like fooling with those things as a pastime started out. And the more I done it, the more I enjoyed it. So that's kind of how I got into it. I've ran everywhere from 4 trucks to a single truck like I am now. What I am now is what everybody calls an owner-operator. I've got one piece, one unit, and I drive it myself. It's good in some ways and it's not good in some ways. It keeps you tied to that, and a lot of times you spend a lot of time away from your family to make it work. But what I do is what I like to do, and this is what I like to do. No, it's great. I mean, I didn't have to go to a lot of college, but there's more to work to this. People think, well, anybody can drive an old coal truck. It's not that way. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with this here when you're behind the wheel of one of these rigs, especially in the tight places that we have to get in. This is a poor man's tar. But I love it so good. Come here, look at this, Holbrook.
When a tracker hears of a coal mine's going in to business, they'll go in, they'll say, you know, have you got anybody to haul this coal for you? And they'll be like, well, what do you think you can haul it for? And if you say X amount of dollars and you think that you can survive at that, then somebody will come in right behind you and bid it 10 cents cheaper than you, so you're out of a coal haul. You put 2 truck drivers in a room full of whores and they'll come out screwing each other. That's just the way it works. That's just the way it works. I mean, how can I put that more nicely?
You're crazy.
I was 14 when we got married and he was 18. And I turned 15 in August and my oldest child was born in September. One of the local trucking companies around here hired him and taught him to drive a truck. So he started driving a truck for other people, and as he would drive all day, he would think, well, I've made this truck today $600-700. That sounds like a lot of money to make per day. And I mean, that's what he got instilled in his mind, was that he wanted to be able to have a truck and to make that kind of money.
I'd get out and make $1,000 with that truck that day, and I said, man, that guy's making a killing, but you know, I didn't know all that went with it. I guess I should have done a little more asking before I got into the business.
He learned really, really quick that you don't pocket all that money that truck's gross.
When you burn $200 of fuel and don't gross for $480, you know, you've not done good at all. There's just not enough room to pay a truck payment or the insurance and everything it takes to, you know, to run.
If you're hauling the 120,000 pounds that we are legally can haul, you can't make it. They have got the haul rates so cheap that you have to haul illegally in order to survive.
To be competitive and to maintain a haul and to keep a haul that you can feed your family on, this is, you have to break the law.
That's what everybody says.
If I felt like I was hurting my fellow man, it would bother me, but the laws that I break is the laws I feel necessary to survive in this occupation that I've chose.
Because of the hills we have, the long steep grades we have here in eastern Kentucky, they have to travel very slowly up and down those hills. And they travel so slowly that they violate the expectations of other drivers.
This is Roy Crawford. He's a professional engineer and a safety advocate.
My son Guy was killed in January of '94. It was a truck that was missing most of the lights and reflectors it was supposed to have. It was traveling very slowly, had no underride guard at all. In fact, that truck had a bed that was even longer than normal so that it could haul even more overweight.
So what do you see?
Well, he's right at the top of the hill and he's going less than 30 miles an hour because I'm going 28 and I'm gaining on him. This one's got the standard 2 lights under the bottom. At least he's got 2 near the top, which a lot of them don't have. Underride guard's bent up. On rear truck crashes, it's a combination of things. It's the slow speed, which is due to overweight. The underride zone itself only exists so the truck can haul overweight, and the lack of lights and reflectors. All those things add up to a situation where people just don't see the trucks in time to keep from hitting them. Often they don't even leave skid marks.
My home sits at the end of that bridge. There's 3 school buses that come across this road twice today. And what's going to happen if it breaks with a busload of children? I wouldn't want to be on it, and I wouldn't want my child on it.
Dollar, you got heavy pressure on you.
Oh yeah, big mower, just putting the pressure down there.
He didn't have the extended weight
and he's
decal.
overweight, and we'll do the safety inspection on him too. Sir, could you go back and give the officer some information there, please?
Now here comes the fun part. Citation time. Yeah. You don't want that, do you?
Yeah, he was a little bit overweight. I need to get as many loads as I can, but yet I got to be safe about it. You know, be as safe about it as I can. You know, to not get hurt or hurt some innocent person on the road.
Nine times out of 10, if you hit somebody, it's going to be hard for you not to figure it'll be their fault. Some of these roads that we get, like we're getting ready to haul up on, it's probably not even legal to have these trucks up in them if it comes right down to it. But we're in eastern Kentucky in the coal fields, and the coal fields are in the head of these haulers. It has to come out some way. And it's not feasible to haul it out in 6-wheelers, or not profitable either to haul it out in these little 6-wheelers. That would be a legal weight limit on these smaller roads. So we're kind of getting a little bit slack anyhow. So we need to realize that these 4-wheelers, they want to go to town just the same as we got to work. And if you'll think that way, you don't have too much trouble.
in many cases, I think a lot of the motoring public fails to understand the limitations of large trucks. And I would just ask that people operating passenger vehicles up on our highways give these fellows some room.
This is Lieutenant Sloan. He wants to make sure the coal rolls safely.
Give them some room, be attentive, and watch out for them, and I think things will be more safe on our highways.
It's hard for a DOT man if he's got a family to raise or sees this poor old trucker out there. He knows he's overloaded, but he also knows that trucker lives right down the road from him, and he knows how many young ones he's got, and he knows how many hours he works a day to make that living to feed them kids. And it's hard for that DOT, that official, to find that man really happy. But all you got to do to turn that around is get this rate up there somewhere close to what it should be for this product, and then the coal operator, which is greedy too, can't afford to put out some better coal haul bills, so you can get them loads down and we can still prosper on a much easier way.
If they were to enforce the laws, they would have to come up on their haul rates, and the safety would be, it would make the public happy and it would make the truckers happy. But it'll never happen because coal business is just a dirty business.
This time of day when they got cold, baby. They're already being out. I just cruised on home here. Ain't making no money doing this no way.
Damn, they suck. Damn joints out again. Just put this on Jimmer. I've had 2 or 3 joints go out on here, and I bet that's what it is. That piece there's wore out. I've pulled it out and pulled this off, put a carrier burn in, put this piece on, put a carrier burn in. Son of a bitch. Ain't life wonderful? That's what coal hauling does for you right there. See, that's coal hauling. I mean, that's all it is. It's just get wore out from coal hauling. You look at some of these guys' taxes, if they would show you and tell you the truth, they're making less than a man could working the job. I mean, they're their own boss, and you know, a lot of people feels like they're doing good because they're their own boss, but if you ain't making what a working man's doing, what is the use? I mean, you go work for somebody else, you go home in the evening and that job's over with. You walk away and you've got no problems. If you own one of these trucks, you know, I mean, you may call somebody, call you, you think you've got things under control, and 2 drivers may call you, say, I can't be there. So then there you gotta go, and you got 2 trucks, and you just one man, you can't drive but one. So you have to leave one in the driveway, and every day you do that, you just lose money.
When you have a business and for 5 straight years, you have a complete total loss at the end of the year, and you don't even have to cheat on your taxes, I mean, you know something's wrong. It's time to change, do something different.
I'm trying to look at any other thing to do with my trucks besides haul coal, because it's just not a profitable thing no more. I'm going to haul equipment if possible, and I've even looked into a little repo, and I mean that's a bad thing to do is go out and take things from the same people that you've been fighting. I can't say that I'd be proud to do that, but you know, you got to do what it takes to live. And you know, that's the main thing is the guy's got to make a living.
It was hard on him. I was always there saying, you know, well, we'll make it. We've never not made it before. Everything's going to be okay. This is just material things, and material things go away. And, you know, we've got healthy kids, and we've been fortunate, you know, to not have any major illnesses with us without any insurance and stuff, you know. And I would calm him down, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, what are we going to do? What in the hell are we going to do?
When I was down and out, you came along, Lord, and made me want to shout. Well, I just want to thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Getting out in the big roads here out of Marshall Branch. All the coal laying on that mountain they got covered up in the prettiest big shiny pile you ever seen in your life. It's not worth nothing till it rolls across them scales and goes to the barge and somebody lights somebody's house up somewhere or whatever they're doing with it. But I think here in the near future, a man might, or the government might, or the laws might be able to influence the producer to turn loose a little more money to offset these weights and get this weight down within reason where it should be.
We are relocating from our home in Kentucky. We've been in trucking business for like 8 years now, and it became overwhelming. We just couldn't stay no longer. So I think I've got my home sold today, and I just think there's more opportunity in Nashville. My husband's been down there working for about 2 months now. He's making more clear money now than he's made in years. He don't bring, the checks aren't as big, but it's more clear money because he doesn't have as many breakdowns from hauling such extensive weight.
As you've seen earlier, I was East Kentucky coal hauler, and all the profit went out. And you know, when the money leaves, you got to leave or get out of the business or do something. So I moved here and trying this now and see what if I can make a little capital and make a little clear money out of it.
I hope we all adjust well. But, you know, I believe we will. I know we will. I mean, we haven't never not made it yet.
Smaller operators, the owner operators are being gobbled up by the big people that can't compete with the prices. If you can afford to do it as cheap as people that can do such a volume. Now we can't do it, you know. So yeah, it's the big man eating up the little man. It's in that way in every aspect, but it's especially true in the coal fields. But just like you say, the little man is what made this, you know. And I enjoy it. I like it more on a personal basis, more one-on-one type arrangement. It's comfortable for me. It's harder on equipment sometimes, in places like this to turn and bad roads to get in and out of, but it still feels like home to me. About ready to get another load of coal.
For more information about Coal Bucket Outlaw, visit our website at itvs.org.
Don't you roll too slow.
Major funding for this program was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.